Hey frogs and toads, today we're going to learn what happens when you mix together three simple ingredients. I'm talking about water, a classic, an all-time classic, probably the #1 spot. I'm talking about oil, another classic, not quite water, but definitely still top of the list. And I'm talking about ink, probably the stock used to be higher, but still an all-time classic for sure. What happens when you mix those guys together? To be honest, I don't know because we haven't done it yet, but we're going to do some experiments and find out and have fun. So let's get started.
Get creative!
Here's what you need to gather. You're going to need some water. I have some water right here on a dinner plate. Put it in like some kind of a basin. Get yourself like a wide enough thing because we're going to want to eventually dip paper in there. Okay, the next ingredient is going to be oil. You could use any sort of oil, vegetable oil, mineral oil, baby oil, whatever you got laying around. I don't judge. Next up, you're going to want to grab some ink. Next up, you're going to want to grab some ink. You're going to want to grab some ink. You're going to want to grab yourself some thick paper that can really absorb well. You're going to want some sort of tool to administer. I'm going to use this dropper. A good thing to grab next is a stick, anything that you're fine like throwing out, any kind of a stirring stick, your classic paper towel. Step number 1, I'm going to use this here dropper to take some oil, and we're going to add drops of oil to our dish of water. Try using your stirring stick. Just gently get in there. Now it's time to see what happens when we drop in the ink. Once you got a nice layer, we're going to take our paper and gently lower it into it. Careful not to like fully submerge your paper. Whoa. So this was actually just supposed to be a study in playing around with some ingredients and seeing what happens. However, as luck would have it, sometimes when you set the table, the muse shows up to eat. I got some ideas about halfway through filming this thing and decided to run with them. So we ended up with 2 original artworks. Look at this, we're having fun. We're in my art studio. I love to make art. Have fun. So these are just the backsides of discarded ink experiments. So that's why the backs look like that. So this is what it left on the plate. I'm going to try and capture it. No, not as cool. It's really got to be dipped in. So we've learned one lesson. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. It's giving ideas. Well, look at that, frogs and toads. That's just one example of what can happen when you mix together water, oil, and ink. Like I said, you could try this at home. Maybe you might want to put some newspaper down, maybe wear some gloves. It can get messy, but go ahead and try this one at home. See what kind of nonsense you can come up with. See if those patterns speak to you, and maybe you evolve that into a whole other image. Which one do you prefer? Do you have a preference? A or B? Leave a comment in the comments below. Or if you hate them both, tell me about it, because we're just farming for engagement during the little end card period here. Make sure to subscribe, make art, have fun, feel good. Goodbye.